Sure, yeah.
Okay, so the essence of who I am is shaped by the color of my skin here. So
Yeah.
if I'm unalive and I go to heaven, my soul will still carry that essence.
Yep. I agree.
Great.
So if both of our souls go to heaven and you say, "Hey blueberries, how are you?" I say, "I'm good." What was it like down on earth for you? As a Christian, it was blah blah blah. You wouldn't know if I'm white or black or whatever. Like,
I can
But
tell
that's
by your
blueberry. Listen, that's
black.
the Bible, right? And y'all like to do that, but y'all really don't read the full Bible and understand the full story, because it also lays out what the difference between the Jews and the Gentiles will be, right? Which means people will have certain roles. There will be a certain group of people that is in a higher ranking, if you will, than the rest, which if you start looking into, especially like the Hebrew Israelites that we know, especially like they're not white, right? So I don't know where you're getting the idea that there's no color, quote unquote, in heaven, because even if there's no color, like Petty just explained and like you just agreed, you would still have the essence of yourself. They would still know they're better than you because they're the chosen people, and you think you're gonna walk up and start talking to them. No, fuck, you're not. Go make my
Actually,
bread.
so you were justified in the Old Testament. You were justified by faith.
I know damn well.
So Abraham
You didn't
and
just go all the way
Moses.
backwards.
Wait,
to the
hold
fucking
up.
Old Testament.
Abraham and
No, I'm not
Moses.
gonna hold up because you've been talking this
No.
whole fucking time, and Rabbi Han wants to say something. Thank you.
And you're wrong. In the Old Testament, no one is justified by faith. It is, you have to do work. Faith had nothing to do with
Not true.
it. Excuse me, are you gonna actually fucking explain to me my own goddamn book?
My book too.
The Old Testament, baby, do you read it in Hebrew?
colonizer.
Yeah.
You read it in Hebrew? What's that first word? What's that first sentence say?
In the beginning, God created.
That tells me everything I know. No, you do not read it in Hebrew, because if you read it in Hebrew, you would have said Bereshit bara Elohim tovu vavahu hamashayim.
Okay.
So clearly you don't read it in Hebrew. It doesn't say in the beginning. So shut the fuck up, colonizer.
Bereshit bara Elohim.
But Abraham and Moses and the
Had nothing to do
prophets
with
were
faith.
justified by faith.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
That's what you
No,
would
they
say.
weren't. You want to think that because Christianity teaches you that you don't have to do work. You are only justified through faith. But that is not what the Old Testament, or the Hebrew scripture, I should say, talks about. Everything is action in the Hebrew scripture. Everything is action. It isn't by faith that Moses released the slaves from Egypt. It was through his action. It wasn't through faith. Hey. Sorry that the middle of my sentence is interrupting the first of yours. Noah did not save his people, his family, and the animals through faith. It was through action. Everything in the Hebrew scripture is about the actions you take, not just the faith you have. Faith plays a very little part in it.
So in order to believe you should take these actions comes from having faith in God.
In the Old Testament, it comes from God showing up and talking to you in person.
Not all the time. He didn't show up for Nehemiah. He didn't show up for King David.
Are you actually kidding?
You said he shows up in front of your face. He didn't show up for King David or Nehemiah. He did show up for Moses. But
Who else did he show up for?
Didn't he wrestled with
Jacob, Abraham, Job. Who else?
He didn't show up for Job.
Really? Because Job yells at him, if you're going to treat me like this, I want you to show up and talk to my face. He shows up and yells at him. Were you there when the mountains were made? Were you there when I made the oceans? He shows up and yells at him to his face. Try again. Go read that fucking book.
Yeah, but you're still justified by faith.
Yes, in Christianity, you are justified by faith.
No, even
But you are
Abraham.
speaking on scripture. No. And while I'm completely content to hear a Christian white man talk about Christianity, I am not going to let you run roughshod over the Hebrew scripture like you know shit about it.
Well, Jesus did fulfill like
Oh,
how
for
many.
fucking hell.
Be careful.
I'm totally
Yeshua.
afraid of, baby, I am not afraid of God. You think I'm afraid of Jesus? I'm not afraid of Jesus. I'm not afraid of a man in Ohio. I will fucking box God in my backyard right this second. I don't have to be careful because I
Plus,
know
women can't
that
be
I don't have
rabbis
to deal
either,
with
so-
a tiny,
Stop
tiny God. What did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can't be rabbis.
There can't be rabbis?
Not
He
that.
said
Not
women
women.
can't be rabbis.
Are you a Jew?
Huh?
Thank you. You
Are
can't
you a
say-
Jew?
I know for a fact women can't be
You
rabbis.
don't know anything
Did you
about
know that
Judaism.
if you knew anything for a fact, you'd know that women make up 40% of the rabbinate in 2025, my guy?
That doesn't mean anything.
You don't mean
You guys are going against your scriptures.
No, Blue.
You have
Blue.
no idea what Judaism teaches because you can't get in the fucking club. You can't even sniff the velvet rope that goes
No
through the
Jew,
door of our fucking
no-
club.
Neither.
Blueberry, we're not interested.
Yeah, I'm not interested in you telling me what it means to be a Jew. I've been a Jew my entire life,
Fuck.
as well as Rabbi Hana.
You guys are
I
trying
am
to
like,
say,
baby,
no,
I am
thank
not
you.
the one. You would actually have an easier time trying God before you fucking try me.
Thank you. So, Blue, how about instead of you trying to tell us Jews what it means to be a Jew, why don't you get back to the topic? The topic is there a colored section in heaven? And I'm asking that
there's
question.
no
because, again,
section based
hold
on race in heaven. We're all one under Christ.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. I'm accepting your answer. And what I'm saying to you in response to that answer is there's no way that I would ever want to be in heaven then, because I can't imagine considering a place heaven where I have to interact with people like you who want to tell me who I am based on your ideology. You don't know what it is to be a Jew. Hold on, I'm not done speaking. You don't know what it is to be a Jew. You don't know what it is to be a woman. You don't know what it is to be a Black person. And yet you're sitting here asserting all kinds of crazy things based on a lack of information. You don't have the information. So this is why this is the question, because I don't see heaven being heaven for people of color, especially if they're going to be there with people like you.
I would also just chime in on just real quick. I kept hearing him say, Blueberry kept saying that, of course, there can't be any like racism or any isms in heaven because there's no sin in heaven. But when we look at the Bible, like enslavement, racism, bigotry, these things aren't sins. These things are like, we literally have God given the green light for things like chattel slavery, things like misogyny. So this idea that, you know, it'd be impossible in heaven, we know that sin is transgression against God, and there is no verse that I'm aware of out of the 631 or 13 commandments in which God says it's bad to be, you know, a slave owner or to be a misogynist or to be sexist or to be whatever.
Yeah, that's a whole ethics debate. You couldn't even tell me why they're wrong, but I see what this is about. Because there's white supremacy on earth.
Hey, Blueberry, would you want to be a slave?
Let me finish this thing.
Yes or no? Would you want to be a slave?
Yes. Okay, so
Yeah, perfect.
just
So tell me why. Tell me what you would
I
enjoy
want to
about being.
finish with the.
I don't care. Tell me what you would enjoy about being a slave, right?
I will enjoy being a slave.
I don't want to hear your lies. My point is, y'all like to come up here trying to tell us we wouldn't even be able to distinguish between good and bad. It's fucking stupid. We don't want to go down that rabbit hole, right? Because it's incorrect. So continue what you were talking about originally. We don't care about you thinking we can't explain why slavery is bad. Like, shut the fuck up. Please don't do that, because I would hate to transfer the rest of what I had to say to Dom over to you. Don't do
Okay,
that.
so to respond to the host, because there's white supremacy on the earth, a black lesbian wants to rule heaven, and that's the only way that it seems like that's the only way she'll go to heaven is if black lesbians can rule over white men because of what happened on earth. If you actually understand Christianity, it has nothing to do with race. It's all about
Yes, it does, baby.
no, not in the
It
New
does,
Testament,
though.
but when we're under
No,
grace.
Hold on.
No.
Where did
No.
Jesus release slaves? Show me in the New Testament where Jesus said you can't own a slave.
It would be
Yeah.
Paul.
No, I said show me where
Oh.
Jesus says it. What you know what Jesus says? Jesus says slaves obey your earthly masters.
Yeah.
So where does Jesus say that you shouldn't own another human being?
He doesn't.
Okay.
Right.
Right. So now I want to address what you said. I did not say that the only way that I would want to go to heaven is if a black lesbian could rule over white men.
Yeah.
I didn't say any of that. But if that's what you heard, that further solidifies my point that being in heaven with someone like you would not be heaven.
Did he
for
really say
someone
that,
like
Patty? I'm half-assed
Yeah,
listening. Did
he's
he
in
really say
heaven.
that?
It's not about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Silence,
did.
white
Okay, he
man.
just said that. Yes, he did
Oh,
just say
wow.
that. Well, he's a colonizer.
Yeah.
Child, and this is
And I was
why.
trying to point
And
out
this
to
is why
him
we don't
that
like
you're
fooling with
still
y'all.
wrong.
I'm trying not to cuss you out, but hold on. Give me a second so I can get settled, so I can listen in and really let you have it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to him that you're still wrong because the Bible clearly states out, and we're talking specifically about Jesus, right? He only came for the lost sheep of Israel. You
Not
are not an
true.
Israelite, Blueberry. If you interrupt me again, I'm gonna drop you. Okay? I didn't say it. Your fucking book did. Oh, guess what? I'm not even gonna drop you. I'm gonna let you fucking sit there until I'm done, and then I'll drop you, right? So your book, specifically Jesus,
You're
says
wrong.
that he didn't come for you,
wrong.
right?
Hold on 1
He
second. Hold on,
came.
Ariel. Hold on. Blueberry, this has been a respectful conversation. I don't do the over talking. No, Blueberry, do not speak over me. Don't speak over
You're
me.
not the Bible.
Do not speak over me.
He wants to
Stop.
be a white man crash out. He's just gonna cry. Like, calm
Right.
down.
Stop. The thing
This
is
is
that I want to be able to hear what it is that you have to say. But you talking over me is never going to work for you because my mods are just going to keep muting you. Okay? Not on my watch.
You just say
Not on my
Stop
watch.
crying.
So
You're
what
a
I'm
grown
saying is,
man,
if you
by
want
the
to
way.
be heard, then you need to be quiet. Let Ariel say what she's going to say, and then I will give you the floor to respond. And if you're not going to do that,
Nah,
then you can just leave. We're not going to drop you, but you
I'll
can
just-
just leave.
You
I'll
can
just-
leave. You want to cry and cry. You're a grown ass man, by the way. You're probably past 40 doing all this. And if you think what I said was wrong, you honestly could have just waited till I was done and then responded. But what you're not going to do is sit up here and keep interrupting everybody, especially when you're fucking wrong. The book specifically says
I'll
that
take
he only
over.
came.
I'll take over
Okay.
babysitting him,
I'll-
Ariel.
Oh.
Go ahead and say what you were saying.
So the book specifically says that he came for the lost sheep of Israel, right? And I'm assuming he's crashing out because he thinks I'm excluding him. I'm not even speaking against the Gentiles being crafted in, right? My problem is the end of the book, and when it explains what it's gonna be like in heaven, guess who's gonna be above you? So while you think Petty she only wants to come to heaven if black lesbian can rule over a white man, you don't have to worry about a black lesbian. You need to be worried about them Hebrew Israelites, because that's who's gonna be ruling over you when you
That
get up
part.
there. That's the sick shit that you're missing. Dumb.
Yeah. I mean, that was interesting, but I don't know why you crashed out because this would have actually been your time to respond. But you wanted to sit there and fight the mute button. Anyway, we're going to move on. If anybody else would like to come up, I'm going to let Polish Hillbilly up.
He's a friendly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Just so you know, he's a good dude. I'm on his lives a lot.
I'm not just looking to speak to Christians. I I also am looking to speak to atheists because this really is a thought experiment. It's not really about Christianity. It's a thought experiment about, again, if this life is supposed to be a test for how we live in the afterlife, in this heaven, then is white supremacy playing a role in how you're shaped and who you will be even in the afterlife? That's the question.
Yep.
Because if we are still the people who we are and then we go to heaven, I don't imagine it being a heaven if I have to be in heaven with people like Blueberry or people like Brandon or people like what's his name, Barry. I just don't see it being a heaven for Black people, for people of color. So that's the thought experiment. You don't have to be a Christian to come up to engage. I am willing to have anyone who wants to take part in the thought experiment participate. I'm going to let Byron up. I hope that you have a better mic.
And I'm really sorry I crashed on that dude a little bit, but I heard the words Black. I heard a whole lot of, no, it was Faith. I'm like, that's not true. And when he's like, you're all lying, I'm like, what we're not going to do is come up here and tell a Black woman on her own damn platform that she's a liar. That's not what's going to happen.
All right.
Lady, you ain't nothing but a fucking liar.
Right. Listen, I invited
Oh my
Raymond
gosh.
too. I did invite Raymond. So, okay. Byron decided not to.
Fucking get out.
I love Raymond just because the way he says it. I don't do that anymore.
What's your point?
That guy
Get that
cracks
through
me
your
up.
head.
You got a reprobate mind.
Get that
Love
through your head.
Yeah,
You got a
Love
filthy
Raymond.
mouth and a reprobate mind.
right.
Tell you something really quick, Kate. I had a young man on my live who didn't realize that you and me are friends and said the wrong damn thing and got run for filth for a good 10 minutes.
Hey, be easy. Hey, Taharka.
He said,
So,
"What
yeah.
your who, Rabbi?"
You had a young man on your live that said that he's generally he's a friendly, and he mentioned that he was on your live and that he mentioned to you that you should get off welfare and get a job, and I was like, you did not just tell me that you said that to a friend of mine.
Didn't nobody tell me that, girl. You know goddamn well didn't nobody tell me no shit like
Well,
that.
He said it with his whole chest, and he ended up for a good 10-15 minutes getting run for filth from the whole panel, telling us, first of all, what we don't say is to Black women, we don't
never
say
said
that.
that. That should have caught that
Oh.
hoe a fucking lie from the pits of hell. That hoe ain't never say that. Now you know the kids don't have the balls to say something like that to me.
Somebody did say something to us about welfare a few days ago, but I don't know if Kate was actually there because the past few days she's been doing.
Was it a little boy that or a young man that has a flag?
A watermelon in his profile.
Yeah.
A Palestinian picture. Yeah. Oh, him. Yeah, he comes to my live
Yes.
all the time and say shit like that in the comments. But he ain't never said that about no welfare.
He told us that that's what he said, and called you man. And I was like, first of all, Kate's a woman. And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, and you said that to Kate? And he said, yeah. And I'm like, so what we're not going to do is tell Black women that they need to get off
I ain't say no shit like that.
welfare, because that is some stereotypical racist ass shit. And like, we ain't doing that here. Like, I don't
He
know who
wasn't-
you,
he
and it
wasn't
wasn't just
saying-
me either. It was like 4 other people who were like, what did you say? What the hell did you say?
And he
Like,
wasn't. He was talking about welfare, but he kept saying food stamps. He wasn't saying welfare, but he was up there telling us
oh my God.
that we need to get off
See,
of food
nope.
stamps and all that shit.
Nope.
Real
I
quick,
can't,
you talking
I ain't
about-
dealing with that.
What's up to everybody? Are you talking about Yuli?
Yeah. Him.
Yeah,
You-
he
No,
wanted
I'm
to get
talking
off
about
my
somebody
panel
else
because he
entirely.
said he was making fun of Muslims and he was like, yeah, he called them Durkas, and I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that here.
Are you talking
And then
about
he's in the
different person?
comments.
quote-unquote
He's in
friendly
the comments
Yuli?
and he's like, I can say it. It's my people. And I was like, no. I was like, what, bro? Like, and then I just unfriended him after that. He was trying to for 5 minutes sitting in the comments trying to justify.
So you're talking about you. He's the one that always comes off the camera and be having them little dumbass
Yes.
puppets and
Yes.
shit. Okay, that's not who they're talking about, but I know who you're talking about. And that just pissed me off. Yeah, I won't be.
Yeah, I was
Right,
like, why,
Therese.
bruh? You could just say that I made a mistake. Like, it's all good.
Exactly, Therese.
Double down. I was like,
That's
okay, whatever.
Because I see him every night in Reggie's live.
Yeah. Again, if you would like to take part in the thought experiment, please request up. You can be Christian, you can be Muslim, you can be a Jew. I just want to engage in the thought experiment. So please, you guys, we do also have a flash goal. I know most of you guys have already sent your heart me's, but there is a 30 heart me goal. I'm not sure why they gave me the flash goal. You can only send one. So if one person will send, we will meet the goal, and then of course they'll push out the live in the algorithm, and we can have more people who come in and engage in the thought experiment. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your heart.
Trey has also requested 30K likes. It is 41 after the hour, so I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna give you guys 19 minutes, and we need to have 30K likes, please, or we'll be turning those comments off. There's plenty of people in here, so please
for it.
hurt me if you haven't, and let's tap the screen. Thank you very much.
I'm not talking about that white DB. I'm talking about, you were telling me one time about how to pull up Bible Gateway on screen, and I couldn't remember how to do it. That's why I was looking for you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just hit that camera button dead center. Bring up green screen. Go all the way to the right. The one that has the picture of a green screen with the arrow down, and then you can pick up any verse you want to, or you could put up a picture of yourself. Bible Gateway, wouldn't matter. But if you use your computer, you can use it in a different way. Also, there's
I'm using my tablet.
Yeah, there's also one where if you want to remain visible, you throw up your hand and the Bible verse will be in your hand. But whenever you put your hand back down, it will go. Whoever just gifted me, thank you very much. It'll go away. So like, if you want to remain seen, like kind of like Petty's doing right now, because Petty's usually on cam, she could throw up a Bible verse in her hand right now, and then she could just throw it back down. But if she wants to keep her visibility seen for herself and her background and use the Bible verse, that's how you would do that.
Okay, I'm going to try that on practice mode. Okay, cool. Thank you.
You know how you do your little circle?
Is that like a little active? Is that only like a screen? Is showing only a screenshot, or is it showing like the actual?
No, not the actual page, because then you would have to be on the one where like kind of like Javarius does. You know Jay Gilmore?
No, like the gaming thing,
Kind of. Yes.
or TikTok Studio,
it would
whatever.
transfer your whole screen.
Okay.
That's called TikTok Studio.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Hey, Grateful. Hey, Ariel. Hey, Rabbi Hannah, obviously. And hello to the host, Miss Betty.
Hello.
Hello.
Save the best for last. Okay.
This guy's a sweetheart.
Hi, Brendan. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
Was he calling me a sweetheart?
I think so. Yes.
Oh,
Can you give us your age, religious affiliation, if any, and your pronouns?
I am 24.
Mhm.
I'm a straight black male, and my pronouns is she, him, and my religious beliefs is Christianity.
Okay, great. So the question is there a colored section in heaven? And the thought experiment is, if we are living this life and this life shapes who we are, right? When we get to heaven with YT people living in this same system that we live in as Black people, they are accustomed to having the privilege of being white. How is that going to translate into heaven? And do you think that the only way to remedy it would be to just create a colored section?
What you say?
Huh?
What did he? I'm sorry. I didn't. I dozed off. I did not hear a single word he said.
Okay.
Oh, stop.
Why did you join up?
No. I was in the middle of doing something. I'm sorry. I'm putting up clothes and I forgot. I'm sorry. I apologize. It won't happen again. Can you explain it one more time, please?
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah, I absolutely will as soon as you answer this question. Why is it that you joined up?
I joined up because I wanted to have the conversation. I saw that y'all was having a conversation about heaven and everything else. I wanted to. I'm sorry. I lost focus.
Rabbi Hannah, thank you so much for coming. You know you're always welcome and always appreciated. Be easy said, bro, joined to take a nap. Okay. So you dozed off, but you want to have the conversation.
Yes, and I'm sorry.
Okay. So the premise is that if we are who we are on this earth and who we are shapes the essence of who we are.
Yes.
When we get to heaven, understanding that white people have lived in an environment of white supremacy, right? They've had all the benefits of white supremacy. When we get to heaven, can it be heaven with white people carrying over that white supremacy that has helped shape them? And if not, is the only way to remedy that, right, by creating a colored section?
No, you see, what I believe personally, that in heaven, we're not going to see color. And be honest with you, I don't think we're going to really care about anything that happened in the past. Because let's face it, when we're in heaven, Jesus and God is the one that's in charge. And he's not going to have any funny business over no white people having no superiority complex. We all must be humbled before the Lord, right? So it wouldn't make sense to white people still have that arrogance about them when everything's going to be completely pitch perfect up there.
Okay, but this is the question. Do you believe that we have a soul?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe that our soul is shaped and developed by how we live here on earth?
Yes, that is true.
Okay, and do you believe that it is the soul that goes to heaven?
Yes, it's either going to go to heaven or hell.
Okay, so if you are a white, straight Christian who has lived on this earth, and you believe that how we live on earth shapes our soul, the essence of who we are, how is that not going to be translated in heaven?
Basically, I feel like you're asking, can racist men get into heaven? And that's something that I have no idea. Can a racist man that believed in white superiority can be translated into heaven? No, it can't. So whether or not he's going to hell or heaven, that's up to the Lord.
Okay, so do you agree that microaggressions and biases are a part of the scope of racism?
Yes. Because
Okay.
I used to fall more on the conservative side, and I used to think, oh, why do black people act like this? Well, until I met these two YouTubers, right? I forget their names, but they're both young black men in their 20s, and they helped me really see the white supremacists in it and how racism is still around, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Like, for example, when we see a whole bunch of white boys, like let's say a group okay, let's say that happened in Texas. There was a black woman.
Brandon,
Yes.
I want to just reel things in a little bit. Okay. Do you believe that biases and microaggressions are a
What does
part?
microaggression mean?
Okay. So microaggressions are when you engage in stereotypes or talking to people with the bias of stereotypes.
What's a stereotype?
Okay, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I was in a special ed. You're gonna have to be patient with me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, you were in special ed classes.
I was gonna say I've talked to Brandon before. He's and
Okay.
he is very nice, but yeah, he kind of just needs a little bit more.
Okay, then maybe I'm not the best person to have this conversation because once and this is, just my fault that my brain gets mired down in how I can best use words that, like, it's easier for me to have conversations when I can use words that are comfortable to me. So maybe I'm not the best person to have this conversation with you. Because then I get mired down in how is it that I can say the thing for the person to understand, and then it becomes very heavy. Does that make sense, Brendan?
Yes, it makes sense.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry. I was trying to have just a conversation with y'all.
oh no, I appreciate you, and this is not your fault at all, and it's not my fault. It's just that I think that for us to be able to have the conversation, like neither one of us have the skill to be able to have this conversation with each other. Fair?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you about to drop me?
No, I mean, you can feel free to engage with anyone else on the panel.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon, I will engage with you. Hi, I'm Kate. I'm right up at the very top. One thing that I like is that you ask questions when you don't know the answer to something, or when you don't know what something is. You actually ask the question of what is that? That's so important to do, because so many people may point the finger and laugh or whatever the case may be, but many people go through life having conversations all while not actually knowing what the conversation is about, because they're too embarrassed to say, hey, I don't know what that is, or whatever the case may be. So a stereotype is just an idea about someone that is not necessarily real or true.
Okay.
You get that? Do you get that, Brandon? Oh, he dropped.
Uh-oh.
Well, I think his phone died. Well, I was attempting to have the conversation. I could do it. I could have had the conversation.
And I appreciate you stepping up, because again, it's not his fault. It's not my fault. It's just I know that I start to get mired down in how best to say it, and then I'm not really communicating effectively.
Right, girl.
It's-
Come on now. We talk. I understand. Trust me. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So it was just better for someone else to have that conversation. All right. Hopefully we can continue the conversation. Ooh, side eye. Hello, side eye. Can you give us your age, religious affiliation, if any, and your pronouns?
I'm 25. I'm an atheist. My pronouns are he, him.
Okay. So should we just refer to you as side eye?
Yes, that's fine.
Perfect. The question is there a colored section in heaven? Have you heard the premise, or do you need me to explain the premise? I don't know how long
you
you've
don't-
been here.
I know what it is.
Okay.
I just had a question. Kate, get your fucking trans ass out of here, boy. You look like a fucking dude.
Oh,
She's not even trans, you fucking idiot. I knew you were gonna come up here and say some stupid shit.
right. And
What did he say? What did he say?
something about your trans ass being beautiful and him wanting to have
Yeah, I think you said you're gorgeous and he
sexual
loves you.
relations
Yeah.
with you. Oh,
No.
yeah. He was saying that he wanted to have sexual relations with you because of your ass. It was probably one time when you had put your phone down and was walking away, and then he saw your butt. Because sometimes that happens. We be seeing
You don't. No, baby, you're the wrong goddamn skin tone.
He
Everybody
asked if he
knows
could
it
worship
ain't
you
black,
in
it ain't
heaven.
right in my book. I don't
He
do
wants-
pink meat.
He wants
Pink
to know
meat
if you
make
can
you sick, honey.
be worshipped in heaven, Kate.
Yeah.
The lightest I go is Mendez. Mendez is the lightest I go. That's it.
So yeah, sorry, Kate's not interested. So when you request up, try to stick to the topic. Please don't hit on my co-host.
Come up here.
Yeah, don't.
It was Ariel's turn, I guess, this morning. I guess the afternoon time is my turn to get harassed.
Right, to get sexually harassed. Yeah, let's not do that. Again, the topic is there a colored section in heaven? You do not need to be a Christian to engage in the thought experiment. We are speaking to everyone, so if you would like to engage, feel free to request up and engage. Dreadful, I didn't ask you, did you want to engage, or were you just coming up to talk to Blueberry?
Yeah, no, I think if it's going, if
Lillard,
Lord Jesus, if there is a heaven and it exists in how if it exists in how I've been taught the Bible and things of that nature, then there's definitely probably going to be some colored sections. I think not in a good way. I don't think it's going to be like a separate but equal kind of thing. I think like it's going to be kind of like a deja vu. We're going to have to march for our rights in heaven kind of thing. Just because it just doesn't seem like this God really has too much of a problem with bigotry on earth. So I don't see why it'll be any different when we get up to heaven. You know what I mean? Like I just can't wrap my head around that concept.
No, same. But I was actually thinking too, like, wouldn't it be the greatest though to just have a colored section in heaven? Because we would have all the talent, we would have the best food, we would have Shalom Mateo, we would have the best everything. And I could just imagine, child, them trying to come and invade our section of heaven because we're over there listening to
Maze featuring Frankly and Beverly, and they done ran out of shit. Hey, do you guys mind if I come over and borrow some more wine? We ran out over there. Ugh.
right, giving sinners vibes, talking about can we just come in and play a little ditty? No, you may not.
Their little ditties be scaring the hell out of me.
We can hear the music on the other side of heaven by the river. Do you guys mind playing Taylor Swift just one time?
Something smells delicious. What is that? Do you mind if you can give me that recipe? No, ma'am. You're not even
No, ma'am.
here.
I don't even want to. I'm scared because
I just
they
want to come by and come over here. My son's over here. He's black. Can I come say hi?
See, they might centers me in the opposite. Like they might. I don't even like Taylor Swift like that anymore. But they might play like one of the and I might be like, I'll be right back, y'all. We'll go over there and see what they. Like they might fucking draw me out, and then I'll never be able to get back. They gonna
lock her out. Lock her out.
My thing.
Take her key card. Take her fob away from her.
I'm scared.
My thing is always just like I don't know. I went to my friend when I was like 14, 13. I went to my friend's Catholic church, and it's I ain't gonna lie, like it's such a dichotomy. Like it's so different because it's like it scared the hell out of me. Because like the music was very daunting. It was like, and then I seen like a group of I guess it's their choir. But they you couldn't see their feet. They had white robes, and I thought I ain't gonna lie, for like 2 seconds I thought it was a Klan rally. I was like, ooh, wait a second. It's not for me.
It's giving horror movie, and I don't like that.
And it's funny though, Dreadful. I love that type of music. I love cathedral music. I love it. It's
That's
very
what I was gonna
beautiful.
say too. That's
so
more
used
like
to-
a Catholic when they were doing all that fucking.
See, I'm so
opera
used to
sound
Kirk
and
Franklin. I'm used to the stomps. I
Mhm.
wasn't prepared for that. And again, it was more so like because I was young and I looked down and I couldn't see their feet and I just saw the white robes and I'm like, this is I
don't
almost
like
thought
that.
somebody.
But we have like even the
Prepared.
I would still consider it more of like a white church, but I mean I guess it's really not. But I don't know. Just for me, I guess because I've been to black church, so like for me, it's either black church or white church. So it's not black church, but it is mixed, with different people. But their music wasn't that. But I also have seen
Why not?
even if it's not that music, it's they still wear the robes, which is weird. And not so much now, but like especially back in like the 90s and shit. Yeah, they was rocking the shit out of them robes
They gotta put some
all the
color
way
in
to the
robes.
floor. Like, okay.
And right, and that's what I think the essence of heaven would be, right? Is that you're hearing the whole praise and worship of the white side of heaven, and it's very cathedral musicy, and then you have the colored section where we all at, and we're rocking it out, right? We are singing, and there's this color purple moment that's happening where they start walking down the hall to the colored section, trying to get in, talking about see, daddy, sinners have songs too. Like, ma'am, you cannot come here. We don't want you here, because we want to be able to enjoy heaven without you asking to, can you scooch over? We can't see you. Your hair is very beautiful. None of that. I used to have black friends, and my black friend had a beautiful voice like you do. You know her. Like, none of that shit I want to deal with in heaven at all. So again, I don't think that there is an easy way to remedy the fact that you are going to have people who lived very different experiences on earth, and having those experiences shape who you are, and then go to heaven and it's supposed to be kumbaya. Like, that's never going to work. That's not a concept that will ever work.
Teddy, is that gift goal up top done? I can't tell.
It's done.
Oh, okay.
Dreadful. I don't know that I've ever actually acknowledged you, but I've been on your panel or with you on Jay's panel so many times that I just want to say hi.
Hey, Forrest, hi.
And Kate, most of all, thank you for supporting me earlier during whatever the hell that was on that live.
No, not the fucking Christians trying to call somebody out. I have had the Archbishop up on my panel, and I read the fuck out of him because he's an idiot. He doesn't know half the shit he's talking about. Miss Petty Peppermint, well, whoever she was, Pink Pill, as I couldn't stand her. The gaslighting was out of this world. The manipulation was out of this world. And I'm trying to figure out, why is the host sitting here and allowing her to do that, all while she is forcing an apology from you for the exact same thing that she did that did not apologize for. It's just crazy.
Kate, I actually meant to ask you on the other live when you was talking to Dom, because Dom had asked something about like, oh, why you don't think they should be therapists, and I was wondering because like I'm studying psychology too, and I was wondering, did you hear about the fact that they're trying to it was a Christian woman who basically she making the claim that not being able to do conversion therapy for queer people is impeding on her right to free speech. And the Supreme Court is
No, I
looking at
didn't
it.
hear about that, but I'm not surprised that somebody as disgusting as a fucking Christian would say something like that. I'm not surprised.
It's going up to the Supreme Court. And
If you did the research about conversion therapy and see the effects that it does on the brain, I don't know why anybody would open up their mouth and what will possess them to say that this is something that is acceptable to be done. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, do we all live in the same fucking reality? And what is this whole thing about us just ignoring science?
That's what I'm
But y'all
saying.
want to pick science up when it benefits y'all.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't live in the same reality, which is why this has to be a thing, because we don't. And the realities that we live in here shapes who we are. It shapes the essence of who we are. That's why there cannot be this big kumbaya thing in heaven. And anybody who thinks that conversion therapy is okay, like, are you well?
They're not. They're not.
It's crazy.
It's disappointing because like I was very excited about like getting into the field because I'm trying to go for my PsyD, right? And I really wanted to like work with people and things like that. But this administration is making it extremely difficult. Like people are terrified to like I would be terrified to seek any kind of help or any kind of diagnosis or anything like that because it's like for fucking what?
Facts. And not only that, Child, I saw George Santos this morning doing an interview on CNN, and he was talking about how Trump pardoned him and the backlash from the people who, were upset that he was being pardoned. Why did this nigga say, well, haters gonna hate? I was like,
He lied about his whole identity.
huh?
Didn't he lie about like his entire identity? Sorry, my neighbor is the biggest Eagles fan ever. He screams a lot when the Eagles are off.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, no, he lied about his entire resume to get the seat, the congressional seat, right? And then like once they started looking into his resume and saying, you lied about this is not your actual resume, he lost his seat. And then they decided to go back and look more into him and found out that he had defrauded like charities and stuff that he had sat on before. And that's how he got sent to jail. And now you're saying haters gonna hate. And it's like, sir, no, you defrauded millions from people. People are upset because you only served 3 months. So this whole haters gonna hate thing is weird. And then the lady asked him, do you think that you would run again for office? And instead of saying something, I used to be in PR for years. So I would have had him say, you know what? The court has ruled that I did not earn that seat and that I was convicted of not earning the seat. I've accepted that. So I'm going to move on to jail reform, right? This nigga says, nah, I think I'm all politicked out. I'm like, this nigga's like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. What are you talking about? Like, you did not earn your seat. So if you can't cheat your way in, then it's just not worth it for you.
So just no accountability.
None whatsoever. Like, you couldn't cheat your way in. They found me out, so I'm moving on. Like, that's just a weird fucking thing to do. It's such a weird thing to do. And it is definitely reflective of this administration. It really is. And it blows my mind. And these are the people who think they're getting into heaven, by the way. Go ahead, Ariel.
I was just gonna say, let me tell you the worst part. He's fucking ugly. Lay off the bow tie. That man scared the shit. What the hell is that?
I know.
And you can see
Beat him
pictures of
back.
him before that. What the hell is that, sir?
Did y'all
Put
see
it
him
down.
on that interview with? Oh God, he was getting eviscerated. It was him. God, I gotta go find out who that was. He was getting torn apart, and you could tell how uncomfortable he was. But that guy's just basically like his entire life is just fraudulent.
Yeah, entire life. And to be like I would have appreciated it. I would have been pissed, but I would have appreciated it if he would have said, you know what? I even if you're not going to, say the court found me not worthy of the seat. Say, you know what? I would like to go back and earn my seat. Like, while your party is the party of tearing down DEI, rolling back initiatives for people who are unqualified, the least you could do, that part, Ariel, hold on.
You're telling me this ain't scary?
Oh, no.
What is going on?
Oh no. What's his name again? I forgot him. He's
George
forgot.
Santos.
That's it. And then wait. And isn't that a fake name too?
No, I don't think that's a
Ew.
good name.
That looks scary.
Yeah, I mean, but
Y'all remember that little doll, the little white male doll that's like got that it's like a brown, he kind of looks like Woody mixed with that white brown doll. Hold on.
I don't know. But yeah, it's
It
like,
is the little baby dogs that they when you tip them backwards, they blink. Like you gotta tip them backwards and they blink. Little baby dogs.
exactly. Oh my God. But yeah, these are the people who are conservative Christians, right? Like, can you guys imagine being in heaven with conservative Christians? and just being happy as a person of color, I can't imagine it.
No, thank you.
Can't imagine it at all. Yeah. But yeah, I will from comedy. That's hilarious. Yeah. That interview was hilarious to me because I'm like, they're not even trying anymore. Like you can tell that he had not been PR prepped at all. Oh, it's okay, Big Bad. Anyway, you guys, tonight at 7:00 Pacific, 9:00 Central, 10:00 Eastern, I will be in the battle with a young lady. My team set it up. I've never done a battle before. This is the start.
One and done, or is it like a series?
No idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe it's a series. I don't know. I guess she's gonna explain it to me or whatever. She's a really nice girl. I met the girl that I'm battling against. She's really nice. She's a Black woman. She's very funny. And I've gone to her lives a couple of times. She's come to mine. She's really nice. So I think it'll be fun. It's her birthday, right? And it's my anniversary. I've been married for 10 years now. So yeah, we're just gonna have like a little battle off. I don't know if it's a series or if we're just doing one. Thank you. What is her name? Let me tell you. Give me 1 second. It's Uno. Oh shit, I can't. Uno the Queen, I think.
I'm running to get food, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful night. Y'all can drop me for the algorithm. I hope that this.
Oh, he's just going to Whataburger. That's it.
No Canes today.
Thank you, Jada Wada.
Oh, the Whataburger's closed down for renovations.
Oh, damn.
Is it y'all only got one?
Right. No, he has multiple.
Where the hell you living?
I know. He probably just wants to go to that one right there by the freeway.
Right. No,
They have multiple ones. They are kind of spaced. Now that I think about it, though, Patty, they are kind of spaced out.
Yeah,
Ew, I just thought
her
about
too,
it.
so they might be kind of far apart.
Gotcha. Yeah, but the girl is really nice. She's sweet. She's funny. So, like I said, she's celebrating her birthday. I'm celebrating 10 years. So we're gonna have a battle, and I think it'll be fun. It'll be my first and probably my last, but I know that TikTok is doing like a battle fest this week, and so my team decided to put me onto it. Yeah, and just as an update for everyone, I was contacted by a production company who wants to talk about the reality show. So I will be setting that up. Hopefully it gets picked up, but I want to make sure that I'm still creatively in control. So I want to, kind of fill that out, because my intent, actually, thank you guys, thank you. But my intent was to put it on a streaming service. Right, like Now That's TV or maybe YouTube or Twitch or something like that, so that we can be in control of the content. So I know that they want to talk about it, but if I can't keep creative control, then I don't want to do it, because it's very important to me for queer Black people to be properly represented. It's very, very important to me. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted. If it turns out that I end up just streaming it, then I know y'all gonna tune in. So I do remain excited for that. Cray, where you at? You just requested up. And then there you go. Wait. Oh, Cray, what is happening? Where did you go? First time seeing my face? Thank you. Cray. Ariel dropped you. Cray, stay lying. Auntie.
You know she ain't got her glasses on, girl. She down there just to tap it and done requested up.
And requested right, and then was like, ooh. Yeah, so anyway, that's where that stands. But you guys, though, I actually have a couple of other ideas for scripted shows that I'm excited about. Not That's a Sin. Cray, please. I would never lie. Please, Auntie. But I do have a couple of other ideas for scripted shows. So I'm actually going to be in the process of fleshing that out. I want to write at least 5 episodes, right, before I take it to any studios, so that they won't have to put so much money into like the writing of it. Anything that will be done will just be rewrites and things like that. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I've never written a thing in my life though, so
I forgot to tell you, I'm a really great actress. So you just whenever you get ready, you just let me know, girl. I'll be there.
you're a really great actress. I love that. Listen, and Craig keeps doing this. She keeps requesting up. But yeah, I've never written a thing in my life, so I'm going to have to work with actual writers. I do have a cousin who writes for a show. I have a friend who actually won an Oscar for a short that he did. So I'm going to be working with some. I've never written a thing in my experience. People. So I'm looking forward to the process and learning how to actually write and flesh out a series. I'm excited about that because I love learning new things. Like, I'm a learner. I'm a person who really likes to learn new things. So in the writing of the scripted series that I want to do, I'm looking forward to fleshing out the characters and learning about that whole writing process. Listen, Auntie is out here walking dogs and requesting up for no reason. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. And now that I wouldn't mind being picked up by a studio, because I don't mind having less creative control over that. But definitely for the reality show, I want to maintain creative control, because in a time that representation is being reduced to nil in streaming services, on cable access television, we're just not represented. So I want to make sure that we can be represented and can maintain that representation. I don't want it to be you pick up the show, you pick it up for a season or 2 or 3, and then you're like, okay, thank you, next, right? And so that's very, very important to me. Very important to me. Anyway, do I need to do a restart? Like, because I feel like,
Right. This is slow.
yeah, it seems like oddly slow.
But that's how mine was for a long time earlier. But I don't know.
Was it? And what, you guys just hung out and then it picked up again?
About time you got there, it had really picked up, and then continuously picked up.
Okay.
I tell you
Girl,
what,
they be
it's
really
these
scared.
lazy
They be really
bums.
scared,
Let me
girl.
check.
They be in here. They just be scared.
Right. Well, yeah, let's just keep tapping and hanging out. Again, this is a thought experiment. You don't have to be a Christian. I would like to talk to Christians, but you don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be religious to engage in the thought experiment. Oh, let's make sure that this never happens again. Not a problem.
Why do I keep coming across you, my love? I can hear his voice now.
Yeah, not a problem. It will never happen again. Block.
Damn.
King Kuta. Never. He smoked.
Imagine instead of blocking me, you just keep coming across me even though you don't want to. Like, the fuck?
Imagine thinking that you're going to make yourself be known in my life as an anti-Semite and expect me to be like, I don't know why you keep coming across. Like, did you think you weren't going to get blocked?
Right.
I
For a
literally-
second time today.
Right. Don't like I literally want you from Kate's live, and then you come in here and instead of just being quiet,
Girl, I was just gonna say that. That's
Or
like when
coming
people
in
get
here
booted.
on his backup page because he has a
Thank you.
backup.
But people get booted all the time, and then they come back in on their backup, and they're like, "You thought you could silence me? Well, thanks for letting me know you're back, dummy." Like now I'm gonna block. Why do y'all do that?
right now I'm gonna block this page too. Like that is such weird energy to me. Why do I keep coming across you? Let's make sure that never happens again, sir. Why wouldn't you just block me, like Ariel said? Why wouldn't you just block me? Why would you come in here and then be loud and get blocked again? Annie, are you okay?
Are you okay? Are you okay, Andy?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, y'all are really not okay. Anyway, I don't understand it either, Reggie. Now where is
Hey,
Barry?
Nancy Reggie. Hey, me no man Reggie. That's a mean old man. But baby, one thing Reggie like, honey, he likes his Dungeon and Dragon friends.
Mm.
Yes, honey.
He
His
plays
lives be
Dragon.
packed with his Dungeon and Dragon friends. I said, "Ooh, baby, it smell like mayonnaise up in here. Let me go."
You're on YouTube. Oh, Reggie, he's streaming me on YouTube. Thank you, Reggie. Ah, thank you, Reggie.
Lawsuit. I don't remember signing any waivers that I was gonna be.
Ariel said, can you blur me out and what do they call it when they just distort the voice? Some voice distortion. He said you next, Ariel. All right, y'all, keep tapping. There is a new GG for you guys to engage with if you so choose. If not, liking and sharing is free. Does Kate know that she's unmuted? I don't know. Kate, do you know you're unmuted?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
She
I
knows.
want to ask Ariel a question, girl. When you going live again? The kids missed you.
Are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna go live tonight. That's what me and Big was talking about. He was like, "Don't tell me you're going live today too. You're trying to break the bank." But I also forgot about Petty's thing. So depending on how long that lasts, I'll probably just go up after her because my kids won't be here anyways. My sister's taking them to school tomorrow, so I can stay up because I won't be getting up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like too crazy, too long. Like even if we do like a couple of battles, like maybe like 2 or 3. So it shouldn't be any more than like I want to say 30 minutes.
Yeah, because they only go for 5 minutes apiece. So.
Annika? That is so cute.
Sweetie.
That's so cute. I love that. Yeah, it's not gonna be any more than like 30 minutes. You know what I mean? How long did the battles? Because I know that you used to do them, Ariel. Like how long?
Yeah, they're only 5 minutes apiece. So if y'all can do a few without going too long. So
Right. So it's only gonna be 30 minutes. It's gonna be time for you to go live. It's definitely gonna be time for you to go live because we'll probably do like a 30-minute live. If that long, like you said, if they're 5 minutes, and then we talk like in between, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
So yeah, no more than 30 minutes. So I should be done by 7:30 my time. And you ain't got no kids, free. You ain't got no kids. You could be grown.
I ain't got no kid. Look, I done cut my hair. I'm over here feeling, look, cut my hair, lost 30 pounds. I already did that, but cut my hair, lost 30 pounds. Who is she?
Right. Look at you. Yeah, and Annika, you win with gifts. Like it's a battle of gifts and people gift you. And I don't know like what we talk about or what we do, but I'll probably just talk about like the queer collective. I don't know, being queer. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But she's very funny though. You guys will enjoy her. She's very funny. So it'll be fun. Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say. Ariel, like that. I almost lost my thought. I don't want you out here thinking that you're too grown because you're still a mother. So I'm gonna need you to behave. Thank you.
I
Okay.
think I'm going to pajama night. I'm just going to wear my pajamas. So I ain't going.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Listen, we don't need you out here being too grown. Okay.
What I want to do is be a mama again. Okay, I'm just gonna reel it in.
That's what I used to tell my dad. My dad would be like, "Oh, when on my weekends that I wasn't with him, I'd be like, okay, have fun," and he'd be like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm single now," and I'm like, "Listen, you're still not grown. Okay, you still need to be at home. By the time I say you're not that grown." You know I raised you right. Don't be out here in these streets acting an ass, embarrassing me in public. And I'm pretty sure that's what your kids are thinking. All right. Do we have anyone who would like to come up and engage in the conversation at all? No? We'll hang out until I do like wait, do you guys know that queer creator, her name is Kate Ariel? Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Her name is Ty.
If it's I've seen them in the comments before. If that's who I'm thinking of, but I've never seen their live or anything.
Okay, yeah, she's black. She has like really long locks. You could tell she's a stud, but she's a cute stud.
See, the person I'm thinking of doesn't have. It's not like a real person as the profile picture, but I always see them because I always hear people say like, "Hey, Ty," or something like that, and I think it's the other Ty, and then I look and it's not. But it's not a picture of a regular person, so maybe there's three of them. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she's a stud. She's a really cute stud. And she always does like little sketches and stuff about like current events and things that are happening. She's somebody that I actually want to work with. I would love to actually work with her. Anyway, hey Reggie.
Hello, how y'all doing?
I'm good. How are you? Did you want to engage in the thought experiment?
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a colored section in heaven? Yeah, I think so. I said it in the comments. I think it's right next to Eli Whitney and the Cotton Gin.
For real.
You are fucking hilarious. Listen, it makes me happy to think of Eli Whitney in heaven just inventing more shit, like out of clouds and shit, right? I don't know. But yeah, I think that color section in heaven, what do you think it would be like? I mean, party every day? Do you think it's entertainment every night? Like, give us your idea of the perfect colored heaven.
Well, it just depends on the person's perspective, right? Because colored heaven, some people's perspective, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer's going to be there.
In colored heaven?
Yes, he been inviting niggas over for dinner 40 years. What you mean?
Nah, absolutely not. He is not allowed in the colored section of heaven. Why would he be? That's like inviting Ed Buck. Why would we do that?
Because listen, he had a thing for black guys. You know, mostly all the people that he was involved with, most of the people he barbecued, ate, put in the freezer, they all was black. So you know, he didn't give his life up to Christ, so he has to be in the hood. Now think about it.
No, this is exactly why it's coloreds only. so that we don't have to deal with people like the Jeffrey Dahmers and the Ed Bucks, who's now apparently saved. Like, you're not allowed. You're not allowed.
I think he would have converted if he would have knew that part.
Yeah, right. Pull niggas up, Chris. Please. Please stop. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. Jeffrey Dahmer, it would not be heaven for me. Absolutely not.
Hey, but to me it is, because it's just like, you know how like at our barbecues we like our hot dogs burnt and shit. So do we.
Reggie, now please stop. Please. I can't even imagine what it is that God said. Like, you know how they talk about St. Peter being at the pearly gates? Can you imagine what it is that St. Peter said to Jeffrey Dahmer when he got to those pearly gates?
He probably was like, you puts the lotion on the skin or you gets the hose again.
Right. Like, I can't imagine what you would even say to someone like Jeffrey Dahmer in a heaven. I mean, I would hope that St. Peter would say, Jeffrey, welcome in. There is a colored section on the west side of heaven. You are not allowed to go there. We are actually installing angels as a method of security for you no longer to be, allowed access to all parts of heaven. You may only stay on the east side of heaven where there's white only living. You can't be on the west side of heaven. Absolutely not. Jeffrey Dahmer and Ed Buck alike. I would want God to use the fiery flaming sword thing that he did in the garden. Hey, Annika.
Hi. Oops.
How are you?
I'm good. I was dozing off on the couch.
Uh-oh. Did you accidentally request up?
Yes.
Okay, we'll drop you down.
Thank you.
Okay. That's hilarious. Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe I should do a restart really quickly. What do you guys think in the comments?
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, you guys think, what do you guys think in the comments? 1 for a restart, 2 for no. Okay, the wife votes 1. All right.
Oh, is that your wife?
Yeah, Wrath of Khan.
Let me follow her.
That is my wife. The Asian lady that has only put half of her face in her profile picture.
Not too much.
Not the white wife.
Yes, the white. I was gonna say it, but I had made you a promise that I wouldn't say that again. So I wasn't gonna say it again. I had made you that promise, girl. So I was gonna say, "Oh, hey, white lady."
You're over there licking that
white woman's coochie.
Hilarious. Hilarious.
What's wrong with that dude? That dude didn't ask you what kind of Jew so many goddamn times that I got it memorized. What kind of Jew?
Right.
What kind of Jew are you?
Petty.
Orthodox.
All right, because that means original. Orthodox means original. Actually doesn't. What sort of Jew are you? See, and Petty never wants to answer the question. What kind of Jew are you, sir? Please. Okay? Please. All right, guys. I am going to do a restart. Please come back. Please come back. You guys know what it is. Come back, hang out with me. We're going to do a